It's time for What's Burnin' with Kevin KB Burns, presented by Bill Lacasse and SRG Financial Advisors. But first, please join us as we honor our great nation with the playing of our national anthem. And now your host, Kevin KB Burns.
Hey, welcome into What's Burnin' here on Lake TV. Glad to have you with us for another great show, including a visit with Chief Gary Launderville from the LOPD, Lake Ozark Police Department, receiving some much-needed funds from one local resident and some firearms from another gentleman who has spent plenty of summers here with his family at the Lake of the Ozarks. We'll talk about that with Chief Launderville. We'll also squeeze in a little Bike Fest talk. Yes, we will. And then we're going to head out to a very somber ceremony, of course, on 9/11 at the American Legion Zach Wheat Post 624. We spent some time out there, a very moving ceremony. We got to talk to some of the people involved. We even had a flyover from the Navy, one of their C-21 jets. Then we're going to talk a little golf and maybe the other side of golf with Kyle Noloski, who is the golf coach for Versailles High School. He is not only teaching the young men how to be great golfers, but great human beings as well, getting them involved with their community and showing them how to give back to the community that supports them. We'll wrap it up with our furry friend, KB's Furry Friend. It is presented by our veterinary at the lake, and we thank them. We'll hear from Katniss. We'll see Katniss. It's all coming up on Lake TV.
It's summertime at the Lake of the Ozarks, and you need a local healthcare facility that can handle every aspect of your lake life. COMC is the medical provider for everyone, with OBGYN, pediatric care, behavior and mental health, dental, and more. Central Ozarks Medical Center is the healthcare team you're looking for. COMC offers full-service healthcare from every age. And with 3 convenient locations and our mobile medical and dental clinics, COMC gives you the peace of mind you need to enjoy your summertime at the lake. At COMC, your health is our mission.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
At SRG Financial, we reduce the uncertainty on your journey to financial independence. Our foundational approach revolves around two things: what matters most to our clients and the things that we can control. The things that matter most often revolve around family, occupation, and recreation. The things we can control are a panoramic approach to financial planning, a strategy that stays fluid and dynamic like your life, and a proprietary process, the mile marker formula. If you want to reduce the uncertainty on your journey, contact us today.
There's nothing like summer at Lake of the Ozarks, and Hy-Vee and Osage Beach is your one-stop shop for your day on the boat and fun in the sun. We feature the lake's largest wine and spirits department, along with our lake-famous beer cave. And you'll want to check out our brand new Summer Fun Center with all your apparel, toys, coolers, inflatables, towables, and so much more. Hy-Vee and Osage Beach, voted the #1 grocery store in Missouri and your one-stop shop for an unforgettable day in the sun all summer long.
Join Lake TV for a cup of coffee with Will and Chris, the Lake area's only local TV talk show focused on the Lake area. Local stories, local sports, and local events. Have a cup of coffee with Will and Chris weekdays at 8, 1, and 8 on Lake TV.
Hey, welcome to What's Burnin' here on Lake TV. A great week ahead at the Lake of the Ozarks with a lot of fun events. I'll tell you, one of the events is the Hillbilly Fair. And also, we've got Bike Fest coming up. And we can talk a little bit about that, as well as some generous donations made by the citizens in and around the Lake of the Ozarks. Some of them live here, some of them visit. And the recipients of a couple of generous donations, the Lake Ozark Police Department. And with us now is Chief Gary Launderville from LOPD. How you doing, boss?
Good.
Good to see you, man.
Thanks.
Great to have you on the program.
Yep.
It's been a while since you and I have had the opportunity to sit down and chat.
It has been a day or two.
We see each other on the strip occasionally.
Yes.
Get caught up, all the local gossip.
Well, we try.
And then I have to ask you if you would please not impound my vehicle. What do I have to do to keep from getting my vehicle impounded? But that's a story for another time. So let's run down the Bike Fest path here real quick to start this interview. Just give some folks some general knowledge. I know this show will start airing on Thursday. It will run Friday, Saturday, Sunday when the Bike Festers are here. So if they're in town, they can tune in and get some general information about what's going on. Because I know, yet again, the things have changed just a bit.
This year has been a challenge. Bike Fest is going to happen, officially starts today, Wednesday. Mm-hmm. However, it's going to look a little bit different on the strip. There will be motorcycle parking only from Ballinger Road, which is about the middle of the strip, mm-hmm. down to the dam, and that's motorcycles only. However, we do not have the manpower or the resources to man those two spots down mm-hmm. by the dam or up top by Ballinger Road. So signs are going to be posted. Everybody's going to be kind of on their own, but trying to cut down on the flow of regular vehicles through there so the bikes have kind of the area to themselves and don't have to worry about it.
Makes sense. I guess if you work there or if you live in that general area, that's one thing. But if you would like to park at one end of the strip, or I guess you can't park at the other end of the strip, or maybe you can, and just kind of walk around a little bit. Obviously, we know that the Bagnell Dam is closed down right now for repairs and will be for the next several months. However, let's go back to the manpower issue because, as the lake area continues to grow, I think that there's obviously a need to get more officers out there in your department. I don't know how often you go to some of the volunteers to help you out for these kinds of events. Explain that situation a little bit.
Well, full staff, our department is 14 officers with 3 part-time reserves. Mm-hmm. Of course, they have full-time jobs, so they're limited on what they can help us with. But it presents struggles for us, even at full staff. And right now, unfortunately, we are short-staffed, mm-hmm. which adds to it. So trying to man these events, especially when you bring in 5 or 10,000 people down there on the strip
right.
in a small area, it presents several different challenges. And every event is different, but Bike Fest, for the most part, great people. They're fun. We have a good time with
yes.
them. This year I have reached out to outside agencies, Eldon PD, Versailles, they're going to send extra few officers. Camden County and Miller County will actually have deputies assigned to the strip to help us. And the State Patrol is bringing in extra troopers to be in the lake area, and hopefully, we can get 2 or 3 of those on the strip as well. It's just a challenge when you get that many people down there and try and find enough officers.
Well, and Bike Fest is one of the many events that you folks have to cover when the crowds pretty much exceed the. I don't know if there is an average limit as far as the amount of people that you can have down there at any one point. We know now lake race, shootout, hot summer nights, the car show, and I'm probably missing a few here and there along the way. But it really stretches your department pretty thin. And then, we run into, or you run into, budgetary constraints when you're trying to pay all of these people to help uphold the law and protect the citizens that are down there just to enjoy themselves. And obviously we go back to what happened in July, and maybe there's some residuals from that, but hopefully that's something that they can figure out in the next year. Let's talk a little bit about folks that understand what is going on with the Lake Ozark Police Department. A couple of folks have recently stepped up, and one that stepped up as of today to make a very generous donation to the LOPD. But first, let's talk about Dennis Reese with Springfield Armory and him reaching out to you and your department and upgrading and updating your weapons.
I was contacted by Denny Reese's general manager here at the lake that oversees Lakeshore Holdings, which Denny Reese owns. And is there anything that we can do to assist the LOPD with equipment or anything you need? And I said, well, Denny owns Springfield Armory.
No brainer there, right?
We're cops. We carry guns. We are in need of replacing our handguns. They probably should have been done 5-6 years ago, because ours are about 15 years old. And I said, is there any chance we could get a decent price on that? Anything we could work out would be appreciated. So she said, I'll get back to you. Later that afternoon, my phone's ringing, and it's Mr. Reese himself.
Wow.
He said, how many officers do you have, and what do you carry? What do you want? Do you want 9mm, 40, 45? He was throwing out all these options, and I'm going, well, a lot of it's going to depend on the price. And his response was, don't worry about it, Chief. If you got 17 guys, I'm going to donate the whole thing.
Wow.
And it went from not only donating the guns, but the red dot optics and the holsters. And he supplied us with ammunition to get started. And as anybody knows, ammunition is a little tough to get a hold of nowadays.
Yes, sir. Yes,
and the cost is pretty high.
Yeah.
The next day he calls me back and he said, one more thing, Chief. He says, how are you doing on rifles? And I said, well, our department can only afford secondhand, so I said, we got a bunch of surplus rifles and got to spend a little money on those to get them updated. And he said, how about if I donate 2? He said, I can't donate. He says, how about $500 a piece? So you're talking a $1,400 rifle, and we got 2.
Yeah.
2 for the price of less than 1. Basically.
That's amazing. That kind of made you feel a little bit like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, it was like Christmas time. I really did. I felt like a 3-year-old kid at Christmas time.
Well, that's very inspiring to hear, and it's great to know that people like Dennis Reese and Springfield Armory. Dennis, of course, has spent a lot of summers down here. He talks about how he's brought his kids down, how the family has enjoyed the Lake of the Ozarks, and somebody like that. Giving you a call and saying, what do you want? How much do you want? What do you need? Boy,
totally unsolicited.
Yeah.
And he didn't stop there. He is sending 2 guys down here for training. He is sending another guy down here to specifically train one of our officers to be an armorer, to work on these if the need ever arises. It's not just the weapons itself, it's everything else he's throwing in with that.
That's incredible.
They just took care of it. So, yeah, like Christmas time.
What a great experience. And then on top of it, you get some more good news. A gentleman by the name of George Tucker, who has made a real investment on the Bagnell Dam Strip with Tucker's Shuckers, the Malted Monkey, the Neon Taco. He's put that stage area that they had, I guess he's kind of done some work on that, the Luby's Plaza area.
Yes.
But this guy who has Paradise and a lot of other great establishments, the Tuckers, jumping in here and seeing a need to help out yet again based on budget constraints that your department has to deal with, made a pretty handy donation.
George contacted me and he said, Chief, I understand what you guys do. I see what you do every summer down here on the Strip. Understand? And he said, I'd like to just reach out and do something extra for you guys, for your officers. He said, but I want it to go for the officers. Mm-hmm. He said, I've had a pretty good year, so he said, I'd just like to make a donation. He walks in the door with a check for $7,500.
There you go.
Unbelievable.
That's amazing.
George Tucker has been very supportive all the time. He understands, you know, the needs and the work that we have to do on the Strip every summer. So, again, Christmas time hit again.
Booyah.
Yeah.
Doubled up on the lottery. Sort of.
Sort of.
Well, it's got to be very reassuring to know that you have such great public support. And I'm sure there's other businesses out there that maybe do things for the officers if they want to get them a meal, get them something to drink when they're walking up and down the Strip. There's plenty of other great businesses that donate to the Lake Ozark Police Department based on the fact that they know what you and your officers are up against. And certainly when an event like Bike Fest or Car Show, any of these events, Lake Race meet and greet, the Shootout meet and greet, that puts a lot of stress and strain on the department, and more importantly, the chief figuring out how he's going to make all the ends meet before it's all said and done.
It does present us challenges having as many events as we have on the Strip.
Right.
I mean, it's ongoing, and it does put a strain on my guys. Mm-hmm. But we accept the challenge every time one comes along. We might grumble a little bit because it's more work. But in addition to those events, the last 2 summers with the huge influx of the amount of people,
right,
every weekend almost seems like an event.
It certainly does, as we bring more and more people in that are curious about the Lake of the Ozarks, and not only just folks who want to visit, but again, folks who want to live here. Has that been discussed at all? The mayor, the board of aldermen, the need to grow your department to take up some of the slack on the influx of people?
Well, it's come up in discussion, not a lot of in-depth discussion, but
right,
as things continue to grow, we need to look to the future as well as the size of our department.
Right.
The problem we run into is, okay, you got January, February, and you got your off months. Do we really need all those additional officers? So that's a challenge. Full-time, part-time, and the real challenge, and it's not just LOPD, it's every agency out there
right,
trying to find good recruits that want to work.
Well, listen, I certainly appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to come and be on with us, talking about Bike Fest, and hopefully everything goes well there, as well as some of these great lake area businesses, residents, people that visit, stepping up to help out your department. Don't be a stranger and come back and hang out with us, will you please?
Absolutely, I always enjoy it.
Absolutely. Thank you to Chief Gary Launderville, all the members of the Lake Ozark Police Department for the great job that they do. Hey, we're back with more on What's Burnin' coming up right here on Lake TV.
Enjoying What's Burning with KB right here on Lake TV? Have questions, comments, or suggestions? Have an interesting story for KB to tell? Or maybe you want to be interviewed by KB on the show or are interested in sponsoring? All you have to do is reach out to KB at kb@mylaketv.com.
No one has ever reinvented mattress shopping until now. The grand opening of Slumberland Sleep Solutions, where we've simplified, uncomplicated, and laid things out for you. Start with a quick rest match to pick your basic mattress type.
You love memory foam.
I really do.
Then shop the information and rating system on each bed. Did you know you can get great back support with a soft feel? It's true, and easy to find. Mattress shopping, reinvented, only at Slumberland Furniture.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
Most people don't know which direction they're heading when it comes to retirement, whether they're still on the journey or already there. At SRG Financial, we have a process, the mile marker formula, that helps you pursue your work optional lifestyle so you can focus on what's most important to you, like your family or checking off those bucket list items. Start taking the first step toward finding your work optional lifestyle. Call us today at 573-302-7212.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Want to get to know local leaders a lot better? Join Lake TV for a new community spotlight show weekdays at 9, 3, and 7. We talk with local leaders to get their story and learn more about their organizations. It's the Community Spotlight Show on Lake TV.
KB back here with What's Burnin' at the American Legion Post 624. And, of course, we are celebrating Patriots Day with a great parade that we had earlier on. And one of the organizers, or maybe the chief organizer, is with me right now. This is Tom Honecker. Tom, thank you so much for joining us. Tell us a little bit about what's going to be going on here today.
Okay, we started out with a parade, and now the parade's over. Now we're going to have a memorial service with a flyover and 21-gun salute with the veterans and stuff. And the first responders, going to honor them, all the POWs, MIAs, the veterans. It's all their day today. So the community is really great. They're all pitched in to give back to all these people that protect us and serve for us.
You were in the military, sir, I'm sure, and tell us a little bit about what branch that you served in and about your military experience.
Well, I was in the Air Force 4 years and served 3 tours in Vietnam. I was stationed at Langley Air Force Base, TAC headquarters, but I spent most time in the Far East. So today means a lot to me for the people that gave their lives for us, and they're not here today. So it's very touching to me that we're doing it for them too,
Well, it's nice because, of course, the community is here today to support you and all of the veterans. And, we call this Patriots Day, but it's also POWMIA Day. And so a special place in our hearts for the men and women who haven't come home yet.
You got it. And I can't say enough for this community. The first responders, the people around here that supported us in our community around the lake. It was so awesome that they all came together to make this day for our community. They're just awesome, good people.
Yes, they are. We've got a young man here to your right. His name is Aaron Magg, and he is going to be singing the national anthem here a little bit later on. And then, of course, we'll have the C-21 flyover. Mind if we get a couple of words from him real quick?
Well, sure.
Thank you very much. Aaron, come on over here for just a moment. It's got to be an honor for you to be out here today representing the high school, Camdenton High School. And, of course, I would imagine you probably weren't even born when 9/11 happened.
No, I wasn't. I've heard many stories that it was a big tragedy. Even though I wasn't born, it still kind of affects me. That's just knowing that it happened.
Do you have any friends or family in the military?
Yeah, I have my brother David. He just made E6 or 7. I can't remember.
But it's very important to you, and of course you can understand and realize the importance of this day and looking back. Do you talk about it with your classmates, other members of the choir that you interact with at school at all? Is it something that you guys really want to try and grasp and understand a little bit better?
Yeah, at school we do touch the topic, like in like throughout the day, people like do the tabs while doing announcements before it. And my family talks about it a lot during this day.
It's got to be a real honor for you to be out here. How were you selected to come out here and perform today?
Our choir teacher, Justin Wooderson, he selected, he had the Bel Cantos members, it's the chamber choir for our school. He chose a select few of students that were interested in doing the solo. And he chose me after all.
Well, that's great. And I heard you during warm-ups, and you sound really great. So the folks are in for a real treat out here this afternoon. Nice to meet you, young man, and thank you for coming out here and participating in the ceremony. KB here with What's Burnin' live on location at the Zach Wheat Post, American Legion 624, where we are taking some time today to remember 9/11. Of course, a beautiful day for a parade, a beautiful day for all the events that are going on. I've got Fire Chief from the Sunrise Beach Fire Protection District, Joseph LaPlante here. Talk to us a little bit about your involvement in the parade today and what it means to you.
It means quite a bit to me. The American Legion Post got a hold of us and asked if we would take part in it. We had several planning meetings leading up till the day, and when we got together, they asked if I would help coordinate getting all the fire districts involved and the emergency services. So we have representatives from fire, EMS, and police out here today that also took part in the parade. And for me, I was actually a firefighter during 9/11, and I'm giving a little speech today, and we're talking about the reflection. And I think the biggest thing to remember about 9/11 in this day and age, especially with everything going on politically, is that most of the people taking their place in society today were either not born or too young to remember 9/11. So it falls to all of us to educate on why it's important that we celebrate this day and honor the fallen. And, most people don't even realize it's actually called Patriots Day. So it's important that we get out there and we get people to understand, who has sacrificed what for our country and why it's important to remember that.
You talk about, being a firefighter and how important it was on that day to remember your brothers and sisters that lost their lives, whether it was at the Twin Towers, the Pentagon. I would imagine some of the firefighters answered the call when the passengers took the plane down in Pennsylvania. Just personally reflect on that particular day and what it means to you as an individual, as an American.
Well, I will say for me, I was actually in trench rescue class that morning when the first tower got hit, and we all gathered around a little 2-inch TV to watch what was going on. Many of the instructors that day were in Missouri Task Force 1, which is the FEMA Rescue Task Force. And when the second tower got hit, we all knew this is a big deal. When the Pentagon got hit, they had actually called and deployed the Task Force 1 guys. We were right next to the Lambert International Airport when they gave the order to shut down all flights. So if you could imagine how eerie of a sound that was to have that air traffic going constantly, and then all of a sudden it stopped. And what I will say for that, and what I pretty much every firefighter in the country I would say did, was I reported to my firehouse. Was I on duty that day? No. But we knew we were under attack, and we didn't know where else it was going to happen. So I always tell people my father served in the military for 30 years, and I called him and just, make sure he had heard and see what he was doing. And he told me to be careful because he knew watching that TV that I would be the one responding if we got the calls. So for me, it was a very powerful day and a powerful time to reflect on it because I know, what he was worried about me going into, and I'm worried about him being in the military. So,
Chief, we appreciate you being here today. Of course, reflecting on this this 20th remembrance. I don't look at it as an anniversary. I look at it more of as a remembrance.
Absolutely.
But thank you for being here and organizing this event, bringing all the other fire protection districts together today. It certainly means a lot.
No problem.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Detail, present, arms, bugler, down tap.
Again, our thanks to the many veterans who were on hand on Saturday to help us out and to be a part of the program. We certainly appreciate all of the organizers and the great work that they have done and continue to do at American Legion Post 624. We'll take a break, but first, of course, want to thank our sponsors, Bill DeCass from SRG Financial Advisors, Kerry Mawson at Budget Blinds, everybody at Ozark Barge and Dock, and our veterinary at the lake. Back with more after this.
Enjoying what's burning with KB right here on Lake TV? Have questions, comments, or suggestions? Have an interesting story for KB to tell? Or maybe you want to be interviewed by KB on the show or are interested in sponsoring? All you have to do is reach out to KB at kb@mylaketv.com.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Lake TV's got it all. We think it's hot stuff when things cool down. We spring into action when things start warming up. Of course, summer is one big, huge shootout on Lake TV. And we fall in love all over again when autumn rolls around. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Lake TV's got it all.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Moving to the lake is a lot of work, but not with Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you. For packing up and delivery to your new home or simply loading and transferring your belongings, Sunrise Movers is the easy choice for your next move. Sunrise Movers packs your possessions extra carefully, shows up on time, and strives for 5-star customer service every time. Sunrise Movers, the official movers of Lake TV. Give us a call today to get a free estimate. Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you.
Hey, welcome back to What's Burnin' on Lake TV. KB here, and I do enjoy the game of golf as long as I can drive the cart and drink the beer. Not much of a golfer in terms of long game, short game. I spend most of my time in the woods trying to find the ball or digging myself out of a sand trap, which can take several hours. So that's why we bring all the extra beer. Aside from all of that, let's talk golf with somebody who really knows what's going on with the game. Kyle Noloski, who is the golf coach at the school in Versailles Tigers, who are doing some great things with not only teaching the game, helping the members of the team improve, but helping them understand what it's like to be involved in the community and make them better human beings. Kyle, thanks so much for joining me on the program. You've been the golf coach as far as the school up there in Versailles, the high school, for how long now?
About 3 years. This will be my fourth year, my fourth season. Obviously with COVID, I don't know if I should count that season, but I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Before that, worked with the golf team in Louisiana, Missouri, but came back here.
Let's talk a little bit about your background as far as the game of golf to where you are now. At what point in your life did you get interested in playing the game?
Well, I got to give a shout out to my dad. He is the golf pro at Rolling Hills.
Okay.
And before that was at Lake Valley, so we've got lake golf running through my veins.
Way to go, Dad.
I started really picking up the game about 9-10 years old, and played golf for Versailles High School. Graduated in 2011. Got the opportunity to play golf at Central Methodist University. Played for 4 years, and then wanted to come back.
Some of your idols growing up as far as the game of golf?
If you go pro, you got to go Tiger Woods because I'm that age.
Right.
If you're just local, Justin Yoder was right at the peak of his awesomeness. We were talking earlier about how Bob Shore is the god of lake football. I think Justin Yoder's pretty much up there for my god of lake golf. So,
right.
So he's a pretty big influence on me.
So what got you involved in wanting to kind of go back a little bit and work with young men, high school age young men, as far as teaching them the game of golf, and then of course getting into some of the other things we discussed as well?
Yeah, absolutely. When I was in college, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life, and one of the things that I really noticed about myself was that everything that I get to do and everything that I'm blessed enough to be able to do can be traced back to the golf team at Versailles.
Yeah.
Because I had some great coaches and some wonderful people around me that taught me some of the things that I know now, and I just wanted to do that for other people. I wanted to give them that experience.
You talk about mentoring the members of the golf team. Who were some of your mentors? Somebody, your dad being the golf pro, I'm sure he had a lot to do with things. Maybe you look to him as a mentor. Anybody else in your high school or college golf career that you really look up to, and somebody that really helped shape you and make you want to turn around and mentor young men and make them not only better players but better people?
Actually, two of them are golf coaches from Versailles. Kevin Chamberlain, legendary coach from Versailles, coached basketball and golf for thousands of years, we like to say, but he did a lot of great things both on and off the course and on and off the court that I think I take a lot of inspiration from. I take a lot of the coaching inspiration from Jason generally. He was just a guy who I know that the players, from a player standpoint, felt like he cared about everything you did, no matter what it was. He was also my basketball coach, and basketball wasn't my greatest sport. And he would, during the summer, get mad at me if I showed up to a basketball event when he knew there was a golf tournament.
Right.
So there was those two guys, and then my college coach, Jim Ray Cluck, over at Central Methodist, helps out with the athletic department at Boonville now, but he does a lot of awesome stuff, and he kind of pushed me towards being more than just a golfer, being a person who helps out in the community and does all that.
Let's talk a little bit about that. Stepping outside the role of a golf coach and making yourself more of a role model, someone that these young men can look up to, and some of the things that you're doing in the community to get these young men to understand the importance of being involved in the community and helping out.
Absolutely. So when I took over the program, I sat down. Normally you sit down with your coaching staff and you say, okay, what do we want to do? But I'm the coaching staff. So I sat down with the players at that time and I said, okay, what do you wish you would have been a part of? And we talked about some of the things that were lacking and some of the things that we thought we needed to do better. Mm-hmm. And the idea that we could build a program that was perfect. And nothing came up about state championships. Nothing came up about winning tournaments. It was all about being a part of something bigger than yourself. And so we came up with some core values, and one of those was respect and community. And so we decided a couple of years ago that part of that is giving back. And so we do a lot of different little events to help that. We spend time at the golf course, not only practicing, but also during their events that they have big things going on. Mm-hmm. We might use that to raise some money for Children's Miracle Network. That's our sponsored charity.
Great idea, sure.
And we do have two big events that we do ourselves as well.
What are those events?
So the one that just happened was our Shots for Tots event. This is the first year that we've really gotten to run for it and go all out on it. But basically, you think Relay for Life, you think March of Dimes, those type of charities where you make a pledge and something occurs and your pledge goes for that amount.
Sure.
Well, with golf, we decided that we were going to hit balls at a green, and it's the basic things that we do every day, and using that to raise money is a big deal for us. So we got to we live streamed the whole thing. The video, I think, still up on our Facebook page. And it was a great time because you got to see the kids really enjoy themselves while helping others. Through sponsorships, through raffles, through individual donations. That event alone raised $2,600 for Children's Miracle Network through
That's outstanding.
Which is, especially for the first year, it was something that I'm really proud of. I'm really proud of the kids for doing that. We also take time throughout the year to ask for donations and kind of talk around about Children's Miracle Network and some of the awesome things that they do, and get a couple more bucks that way. And then we also in season have that we have some ugly yellow jerseys that I wore when I was in high school.
Right.
And the kids didn't really like to wear them, so I decided let's make that a fundraiser. Let's raise some awareness because Children's Miracle Network is yellow. So we decided that we would play a couple tournaments in yellow and raise awareness and funds that way as well.
Now, I would imagine you get budgeted some money for the golf program, but is there anything that you do again to get the guys involved in the community to bring in? You mentioned wearing the yellow, the old ugly yellow jerseys. Is there anything else that you folks do to raise funds for the golf program itself in order to, maybe have nice looking uniforms, get the equipment you need, and I don't know what else maybe that you would do in that situation?
So what's awesome about Versailles is that we have an amazing booster program. We have an amazing athletic director who takes care of all the stuff we need. So one of the coolest things about my job so far is I haven't had to raise money for anything.
Oh, great.
We don't need much because we're a golf team. So get us some polo shirts, get us a couple of cool things, and we'll run with it. We've got a full simulator that we use in the off season. We have enough clubs to go around, and that's all we need.
Right.
So all of the fundraising that we do will go to charity, and that's something that we're really proud of, and something that I think we do right.
A great sense of purpose, a great sense of being oriented with your community and helping them out. That's got to be huge for you. Let's talk a little bit before we wrap things up about the golf team and how you guys are doing. And I'm not quite sure how the season rolls. Do they have like a spring and a fall season? How does that work?
So generally in high school golf, the fall season is the girls' season. We don't have a girls' program right now. So when we do have girls, and we have them occasionally, they will play with the guys, and that'll be in the spring. Usually starts around March 1st is when we have our first practices. And I think we're going to do pretty well. We don't have the big names, and we don't have the guys who have been playing for a long time, but we've got guys who have really put in the work for the last 4 years. And we've got one senior, we've got a bunch of juniors, and I'm really proud of how they work throughout the off season. The name of the game is improvement. And last year was one of the only years that we haven't had someone go to state. And so with that, that's our big goal, is to just advance someone to state. And, and I think that we're on that track.
Kyle Olowski, what a great program that you've developed. You've developed some fine young athletes, but you've developed some fine young human beings who will take this experience and hopefully do with it what you've done with it, and pass it along.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Folks, we'll take another break. Back with more of What's Burnin' on Lake TV.
Enjoying What's Burning with KB right here on Lake TV? Have questions, comments, or suggestions? Have an interesting story for KB to tell? Or maybe you want to be interviewed by KB on the show or are interested in sponsoring? All you have to do is reach out to KB at kb@mylaketv.com.
It's our most protective wash yet. Introducing the Quick Car Ceramic Wash. It's an industrial-grade polymer solution with ceramic nanotechnology, resulting in high-end, advanced scientific protection of your vehicle's finish. The Quick Car Ceramic Wash. Try it on its own or with the monthly Unlimited Wash Club today. Quick Car. Quick, easy, and professional every time. In Jefferson City and Osage Beach.
Hey Jess. Yeah, Nicole, what do you need? Did you see that new listing in Sunrise Beach?
Yeah, it was just listed 2 minutes ago.
It has 150 feet of lakefront. And a brand new kitchen. I'm headed out there after I type this email. I'm on the phone with my clients. Hey, where are you going?
I already put an offer in, cash above list, and it's looking good.
Are you kidding me?
At SRG Financial, we reduce the uncertainty on your journey to financial independence. Our foundational approach revolves around two things: what matters most to our clients and the things that we can control. The things that matter most often revolve around family, occupation, and recreation. The things we can control are a panoramic approach to financial planning, a strategy that stays fluid and dynamic like your life, and a proprietary process, the mile marker formula. If you want to reduce the uncertainty on your journey, contact us today.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
It's summertime at the Lake of the Ozarks, and you need a local healthcare facility that can handle every aspect of your lake life. COMC is the medical provider for everyone, with OBGYN, pediatric care, behavior and mental health, dental, and more. Central Ozarks Medical Center is the healthcare team you're looking for. COMC offers full-service healthcare from every age, and with 3 convenient locations and our mobile medical and dental clinics, COMC gives you the peace of mind you need to enjoy your summertime at the lake. At COMC, your health is our mission.
So we're back here again at Ozarks Cat and Canine, our furry friends, KB's Furry Friends on What's Burnin' on Lake TV, presented by our veterinary at the lake. And again, we're out here in the big play area for the dogs. where they can roam and run and jump in the pool and play with the balls and get all kinds of great exercise out here. An area that was actually donated to the good folks here at Ozarks Cat and Canine. We're with Mary Meow Me Tilly once again to talk about our furry friend, our canine. This is Katniss.
Yep, sure is.
Katniss is over there.
Yep. Katniss is about 2 years old.
Right.
She is a pit mix. We actually featured her daughter, Primrose,
Right.
a few weeks ago, who is still here as well, looking for a home.
So what we need to do is see if we can, now would it be possible for somebody to come in and adopt both of them if they wanted to?
If somebody qualified, yes,
Right.
they could. Yeah.
Well, that's definitely what we would like to see happen. Come one, come all, adopt a dog or a cat or one of each or whatever. But this area, again, we talked a little bit about it in the past, is an area where if you already have a pet, that they can come and talk to you and get everything coordinated ahead of time, bring that animal in and have that animal see if it would be interested in interacting with a new brother or sister or mother or father or however you want to look at it.
Yep. We can do a meet and greet with any dog that's in the home once
Right.
we check and make sure that they're up to date on vaccines. Katniss here, she is a rock star in our play groups. She loves other dogs. She is pretty good on a leash, gets
Right.
a little excited at first, but once you get her out and start walking, she does really good. She's very clean in her kennel, so we don't think that housebreaking is going to be too big of an issue with
Right.
her. Loves water. She's just pretty much a good all-around dog.
Well, if you could use a good all-around dog, then Katniss is right up your alley. Is there anything special we need to know about Katniss? You said that you think Katniss is just a pretty average, regular dog, gets along with others. Are there any things that people need to be aware of that you might know about?
Not really that we've noticed.
Well, that's good.
I'm kind of surprised that she's still here.
Yeah.
Because she's a good girl, but with the combination of being a pit mix and being black, that those two things together are two strikes against her that cause her to be overlooked.
I think sometimes people have a preconceived notion about pit bulls, certainly a pit mix, what have you. But if you'd like to just come by and see how well she would interact with you or any other dog that you may have, well, you can certainly do that. Don't give them a strike or two before you at least come and get to know them a little bit.
Yeah.
Certainly. Mary, let's talk a little bit about volunteering here at Ozarks Cat and Canine. If people would like to volunteer their time, I know they could volunteer in the thrift shop, but what about down here at the shelter?
So if they're interested in coming to volunteer at the shelter, we are always looking for people to come in to walk dogs, to help with play group, to pet cats. Our cats need a lot of socialization time. They can even clean a litter box if they want to.
You heard her, folks.
All they have to do is come in. We do have a volunteer application for down here where they can put, we want their emergency contact info. We want know a little bit about them, what they're wanting to do. And then once I get those turned in, I pass those to our volunteer coordinator. Her name is Margaret. And she would contact them for to set up an orientation time.
Very nice.
And once somebody's gone through orientation, then they can pretty much come and go as they please during the hours that we're here.
Maybe at the current time you can't have a pet, but you can sure work around them all you want. Cats, dogs, kittens, puppies, they've got them all here at Ozarks Cat and Canine. Mary, thanks again. Appreciate you spending some time with us.
Always.
And we'll see the good folks back here at Ozarks Cat and Canine with KB's Furry Friends. It's What's Burnin' on Lake TV, and our feature is presented by our veterinarian at the lake. Thanks for watching.
Enjoying What's Burning with KB right here on Lake TV? Have questions, comments, or suggestions? Have an interesting story for KB to tell? Or maybe you want to be interviewed by KB on the show or are interested in sponsoring? All you have to do is reach out to KB at kb@mylaketv.com.
A move to your dream home should be exciting, not a hassle. That's why you go with the experts at Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you.
Want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Most people don't know which direction they're heading when it comes to retirement, whether they're still on the journey or already there. At SRG Financial, we have a process, the mile marker formula, that helps you pursue your work optional lifestyle so you can focus on what's most important to you, like your family or checking off those bucket list items. Start taking the first step toward finding your work optional lifestyle. Call us today at 573-302-7212.
Hey, I just want to thank all my guests that have been a part of What's Burning today. Chief Gary Launderville, of course, everyone from American Legion Zach Wheat Post 624, also Kyle Nolosky, and thanks to the good folks out at Ozark Cat and Canine for helping us out with KB's Furry Friends. Next week, we're going to check in again over at Ozark's Cat and Canine. We'll also be talking with Katie Brewer, and we've got a couple of surprises up our sleeve as far as guests that will be right here on this program. I want to thank again all of my wonderful sponsors, Bill Lacasse from SRG Financial Advisors, Ozark Barge and Dock. We want to thank Budget Blinds, our veterinary at the lake, and a brand new sponsor. And this guy's crazy as all get out, but I'm so glad to have him on board as part of the team. The one, the only, Rick Bryant from Bryant Auctions. So thank you very much, Rick, for jumping on board as part of What's Burning. On the way out, I want to say a big thank you to the folks with Missouri Magazine voting this program the best new TV/radio show. I'm fortunate to work with a great bunch of people, including my director, Megan Albers, Andrew Evans, Ricky Smith, Chris Schneider, who you see on the program from time to time, and of course, William Holtz, who was also put in there as the best TV personality, which, of course, some big accolades for him. But we appreciate the nod, we appreciate the support, and we thank you so very much for all of your support each and every week. And remember, we've got a new show for you every Thursday, airing 3 times a week, 7 days a week, at 7 a.m., 5 p.m., and 11 p.m. It's a blast. It's a lot of fun. We're going to get back in the kitchen. We're going to see some more interesting animals. We might even have an opportunity down the road to play with firearms. Well, I shouldn't say play with firearms, but I think you know what I mean. We've got a lot of great things planned for the coming months and into 2022, and we want you to come along for the ride right here on What's Burning on Lake TV. God bless, and we'll see you next time.